Hello and welcome back to Rangers Radio. JFK here, along with Old Bear. Rangers 3, Livingston 0, Hadji, Wright and Roof. What did you think of that, Old Bear?
Great result, mate. Great result. Bit sloppy, but a great result. And I said before, I wouldn't bother about the performance as long as we got the result. But there's a lot to work on, and you can see that. But three good goals, really good goals, and a wee bit sloppy, but a great result. Love it, mate.
Yeah, wee bit of stats for you, Old Bear. We had 78% possession to their 22. Obviously, now this is we had 621 passes to their 181. They had no shots in target. We had 8, but we had 18 shots. They had only 2. So that tells its story. First half was a great start, great goal for Hadji. Brought the ball down nice, his wee shimmy, and what a goal, great goal. And that's what we're looking for him to do every week. And I've always said that I think there's a player in there, but the jury's out with me. I hope he proves me wrong, Old Bear. Hope he proves me wrong.
I think there's a player there as well, man. I mean, you can't argue he's got some skill. You can't argue that. Nobody can argue that. He has got some skill. He needs to apply himself, and he needs to start waking up because his career's, he's not old, and I'm not saying he's old. I'm not saying he's finished or getting anywhere near finished, but his career is marching on. And you can't be like young Paul McStay. Young Paul's in calls young Paul at 34, know what I mean?
Right.
So eventually you've got to fill your potential, know what I mean? Whatever that definitely. Potential is. But I was joking with Big Al at the pre-match about taking the P out then, be playing Broxy Vert and goal. We could have played Broxy Vert and goal. Really, honestly, that's no kidding.
Goal. I thought the first half, I thought some of the crisp passing that we put about, and Ryan Kent in the first half was one of what's that? He can't play against a player like that. He's unplayable, left and right. Linked up well with Bassey and Tav. Well, I must say Tav's crossing the day wasn't all that great, and Bassey's was very, very poor. But in saying that, some of the passing Aribo played well in the first half. I thought Kamara had a good game first half as well. And then it kind of petered out second half. It kind of went down a downward spiral for that. It kind of got a bit drudgery game, and I just think, again, here is this team. They're not wanting with it. I get 2 5s, and they weren't willing to come out, and that tells its story with the shots on target. But a nice goal by Wright, mate, wasn't it? He took it really, really well.
Oh, it's a beauty. It's absolute beauty, man. And that's what the boy needed. No, I mean, I've seen it earlier on. That's what the boy needed. He seemed to come out his shell. Once he scored the goal, he went up a level. And that's good to see. That's good for the future as well. And the games coming up, that's excellent. Roof took his goal fantastic as well. Yeah. But the first 20, 25 minutes, I thought we were going to blow them away because you were right. Definitely. We were pinging the ball about, and you're going, this is nice. This is really nice. Yeah. But second half, we sort of went into our shell for whatever reason, and we went back to that walking football, and then we started getting sloppy. I mean, Davis get caught in possession. That's no like him. Tav lost. I don't mean try to make a pass, Jimmy, and it doesn't get to the guy that you're trying something. It just didn't come out. What I was meaning, there was passes there that should have been making, but they were sloppy with it.
Totally agree with you.
So Balogun was done one. It was dead obvious. A simple ball slipped to Aribo, and Aribo's right through. When he overhits it, and you're going, that's just sloppy, mate. There's no excuse for that. And Big Bassey was every one of them had a sloppy moment somewhere in the game.
Aye.
And that'll all get tidied up, I'm sure. It'll all get tidied up.
Aye, I mean, you could see there that we missed Barisic doing the left and that, but I mean, Bassey is an able substitute in that sense, but he needs to get his act together regarding crossing the ball. Some of his distribution was no bad, wasn't 100%. He's tackling. Sometimes he's reading the game, I think. He gets a wee bit lazy. But overall, he did a decent game, and as we were saying there, the middle of the game, the second half, it just petered out a bit and just go. We were a bit slack. We'd let them bring us down to their level at times, And obviously when we scored the second goal, but the third goal for me, It was a typical striker's goal, wasn't it? Didn't get up, just slipped in there and put the ball in the onion bag. So a great result overall, and I'm really pleased with the 3 points. Some things we could maybe change for the next game, which obviously we'll know that next week when we play Malmo. So a good 3 points all there. So guys, if he's out there and he's want to come in and have a wee chat with myself and Albert and talk about the game today, it's 0141 356 1972. Let's hear from you what your thoughts on the game were. Who was your man of the match? Were you at the game today? Let us know. The atmosphere sounded good watching the TV. Let us know what it was like. It sounded as if there was 50,000 there. She's a 24.
I also thought, what do you think about that boy Devlin and Jimmy? I thought that boy's been sent off for that.
Oh,
I really do.
I started watching the game with my 2 boys and that, and as soon as you didn't notice it at first, but I mean the referee, cheating beating, as our bridgeman calls him, was right on top of the play. No, he just didn't even aim for the ball. He kicked Big Bassy when he was on the deck.
No, he laughed at him.
Aye. If that had been Alfie, Alfie would have been off the park.
No bother. Aye,
and the tackle on Hadji, no. Again, we can talk about VAR. We don't have VAR up here. But that was a sending off all day. All day, that was a sending off the tackle. And that curtailed Hadji's continuation of the game because he was struggling after that. So I thought, really, they should have been doing to 9 men. Should have been doing to 10 men in the first half. And that would obviously be maybe get a cricket score then. But the Mickey Devlin one at the end of the game was naughty. A naughty tackle. And let's hope that what they do is that the retrospective people get a hold of this and look at that. He didn't even go for the ball. He just went for the man. So I'm hoping something's done about that there.
Is that complicity officer you're looking for?
Well, I don't think we get the complicity officer anymore. There's a retrospective committee now that sit and watch it. So I don't think anybody's cited it at this moment in time. I think whoever sits at the SFA, SPFL, and they have a look at any contentious incidents, and that for me was I mean, they might just deem that the one is a booking, but the second one for me is definitely a blatant red card, mate.
Aye. Well, look at that mob. Is that committee? I hope they've got their braille boards out because they usually don't see much then.
No, they don't, mate. They don't. You're right. It's just,
so anyway, we're not going to start the season like that. Sorry, but I shouldn't have brought that up, should I?
No. I know what you're saying. You know,
but it was a red card in my opinion.
It was a red card. But look, we're not like others who moan about the referees, you know. And I know I use the phrase cheating, beating, and that's came from our bridgeman. The bridgeman always called him that for day one, and he's right in a sense, you know. But it was a terrible. It wasn't even a tackle, Albert. It was assault. You know, he just booted him.
He just walked out and booted him right in the thigh. And there's no need for that, mate. That's just. No. I like that. I like Big Bassy. He right up there, and maybe you. I mean, that says. And I'm looking at Bassy, and I'm going, you really want to take him on? He'll just tear your head right off, man. Look at his thighs. He's a bear. But I liked his reaction. He wasn't lying down to that. Young boy or no young boy, basically, I'll slap you around this part. He's got
a bit of history for that, Mickey Devlin. You know, he likes to try and put himself about a bit. Overall, they didn't offer us anything, you know, apart from again, a team like Livingston come to Ibrox and they put the 2 banks of 5. They knew again I'll have a striker up to maybe any loose balls, but it's terrible football to watch at times, you know, and I think that's what brought us down to their level in the second half. But
I don't know why that is. It Martindale, isn't it? That's the manager. I don't know why he gets all the praises for. To me, he's a slobbery mouth trumpet. No, I mean, playing football like that. Nobody wants to watch it. We keep saying this. Nobody wants to watch that. All right, if they opened up Rangers, they slaughtered them, but Rangers slaughtered them anyway. But the rest of everybody's going to sit and, as you say, the right word, turgid football. It's not Rangers that are trying to make it turgid. It's them. No. And you're saying, oh, look, come on, at least try and go up and score. At least open up a bit.
That's what you're shouting the same as you. You know, I mean, you're okay, you don't want it to be lied, do you? But you're at least want it to be competitive. And if they think that that's competitive football, is just trying to get a draw and maybe get a sneak a goal in the break, it's terrible to watch. And Rangers done everything. Some of the football we played in that first 25 minutes, as you said, were absolutely fantastic. We were pinging the ball about on the deck. The crossings weren't all that great, apart from the one that they got to Hadji. But no, it's a terrible, terrible way to set a team out. And unfortunately, Albert, that's them and the Ross counties and that are going to come to Ibrox and they're going to do the same. And they even do it at home and all, because it's all about survival for them.
Yeah.
You know, and it's stick your boot in whenever you can to tackle, put bad tackles in against players who are 20, 30 times more, better than they are. So it was a terrible, terrible assault on Calvin Bassey.
They seem we ping that ball out fast, Jimmy. We're some team. We're a different team altogether, aren't we? But we actually moved the ball fast and they crisp passes. You're like, oh, nobody can. They can't. Even these teams playing like that can't live with it. But we don't date for long periods enough. Know what I mean? We date for wee short bursts and then we seem to die down again. Well, when we do it, we're good to watch.
Oxyears always said if we play football, we'll win. And we showed that. I mean, I don't want to keep going back to the Real Madrid because it was a friendly, but you're playing against a team like Real Madrid who want to play football, and it makes it a good game, and it allows players to show the skills that they've got. Against teams like that today, that doesn't show anybody any skill at all. They just want to block the ball, push you to the wide, and soak up as much of the ball as they can, and that's all they did. You know. To think that a guy, Jason Holt, actually, I know we were in the third division at the time, actually was a Rangers player at one time, was embarrassing because he's a hammer thrower, you know.
I get a 4-year contract, mate.
Aye.
4-year contract. Well, he's actually there to get 5 year at the end, wasn't it? But he got a 4-year. I can't remember. We were talking about it the other night there, when after that semi-final 2016, him and Halliday got 2 4-year contracts each. Oh, you're like, good grief, madness, total madness. Anyway, I'm not going to harp over them two.
No, but looking at that today, and then going forward, you know, the song says things can only get better, and they will get because we were really good today for 25 minutes, half an hour, and then we kind of fell out a bit. But we didn't fall out it because they were in tappies, or you know that. It was because we just did, for whatever reason, we seemed to hold back for them instead of going and playing that fast, crisp football that we know we can play. But look at the players that we do, as we were saying in the first part of the show. A lot of great players still to come back through suspension and injury. Yep. We can only get better, mate, and hopefully we can keep guys like Kamara and Fred, and we just go on for them stronger and stronger. But it was an enjoyable game in parts. First 45 for me was good. Second 45, not so good.
I was saying, mate. First 25 minutes, half hour, excellent. 3 brilliant goals, enjoy them. And then the last 20 minutes, or 10, 15, 20 minutes was okay, was acceptable as well. Big Lundstrom came on, Lundstrom, or however you pronounce his name, he came on and he just strolled it, didn't he? I mean, I wasn't sure about him. I'm still not sure about him, but he just strolled that. He just showed you that. I liked the one where the guy tried to wrestle him off the ball and then he just threw him down. He's just too strong for you. And I was like, so the rest of you need to look how he's dealing with him. Just dismiss him. Just throw him out the way.
That's what I said before the game. We've been looking for a midfield spoiler, and I think Lundstrom might be that guy. You know, we thought it might be overboard, but unfortunately we know what's happened to him. He could be out for a year or maybe more. Ryan Jack, we don't know about Albert. I mean, he's back doing some very, very light training. So you've got to look at a guy like Lundstrom. That's why I was surprised on the type of game it was the day that he wasn't on for the start. But look, there'll be bigger games than that to come up, obviously. And Lundstrom, I think, will play a big part in that. He looks the part, but he's got to sustain a 90 minutes, and let's hope we can do that. So anyway, you're out there, and you're all listening to JFK, myself, and Albert. If you want to come in and have a wee chat, it's 0141 356 1972. So going forward to Tuesday, Albert, do you think there'll be much of a change in the team? A massive change?
I think there'll be at least 4 or 5 changes, mate. Aye, definitely.
As many as that?
I think McGregor's definitely coming back in. He's already said that. I think Helander will come back in. I even think Bassey will come back. Barisic will come back in. I think Lundstrom will start. I think Kent. I think Morelos can he start? No. But I think Big Hitton will start. And I'm not sure about the boy. Right, he might start the game rather than come on. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 changes right away. And I think he has to do it. No, I mean, a bigger Evo ran out of puff. You could see him running out of puff. No, and rightly so, because the boy hardly featured in the games, no, the pre-season friendlies.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I definitely think there'll be changes. Definitely.
I cut by a bit there, Albert. Jamie for Coat Bridges come in. How you doing, Jamie?
Yep. Hi, panel. How you doing?
All right, pal. Doing well.
Yeah. I thought we were good today. Like, took us a long time to get going, but see for me, the two players for the pre-season that had stood out for me were Stephen Kelly and Cedric Itten, and neither of them got a minute today. So I was a little bit disappointed in that, but overall quite pleased.
We spoke about the first show, Jamie. We thought a lot of us thought that Kelly at least merited a place on the bench. For me, I'd have started with Itten, mate. I'd Sakala, Itten, and Kent as my first three, my front three. So I'm like yourself. I was surprised that Itten didn't get on the part today. So I was disappointed. But look, know what? It might be what the gaffer's thinking is. I'm not saying he's only Livingston because he knows the way Livingston play. But we've got the Europe game on Tuesday. He's maybe thinking could be possibly rest him. Maybe that's his thinking. But Kamal Roof come on and done what we all know Kamal Roof can do. But yeah, you're 100%. The boy Kelly, I think, has got a lot today to get into the first 18, mate. There's only 18 players getting used per game this season instead of the 22. So I think he's been looking at the players that's pushing to get a game. As I said, guys that are suspended and injured and suspended. So you're going to think that the boy Kelly's maybe not going to get as much game time. You might see him in cup games like League Cup and things like that. But I totally agree with what you're saying, mate. I was quite surprised that especially Itten that didn't get a run out at some point. So I agree with you, pal. Definitely.
Was he on the bench?
Itten?
Aye,
Itten was on the bench.
Aye. Were you at the game, James?
No, I wasn't at the game. I just watched it on Rangers TV.
I thought the first 25 minutes we played well, mate. I must admit, I did think we played well, but we seemed to go downhill after that. It was only downhill. I mean, they weren't putting anything up. They were just quite happy spoiling, and we then started getting sloppy. But the first 25 minutes, I thought we were going to absolutely run right over the top of them. I really did. I thought we were going to slaughter them. And then all of a sudden, you know what happens in football. I mean, it's strange. There's no explanation to why you start slowing down and no keeping the momentum. It just happens, and nobody can actually tell you why. But one thing's for sure, James, I thought we took the 3 goals really well. I thought they were really well taken goals.
Yeah. What was the best goal for you, Jamie?
Well, Scott Wright, of course, with the outside of the boot, that was unexpected. So I'm glad he get that goal away, So because I wouldn't have fancied him coming on. I thought it should have been the sub for Hadji. But no, fair play. But he's obviously got that goal out of the way, which is great. But when you're saying about like Stephen Kelly, like you're unsure and you think that you'll maybe see him in the cup games, I don't see why you would think that though, because he has been one of the best players in pre-season. So like, just because he's not done it yet, or he's been away at Ross County, I genuinely think you should be looking at these youngsters and these players to come through. Patterson as well.
Yep.
They really need to contribute this season. And if we're going to do,
you're 100% right, James. Sorry, I've button in there. 2.5 seasons ago, I remember being on here and saying about Glenn Middleton. He was flying. Glenn Middleton couldn't do no wrong, mate. Especially in the European games he played in, Scottish Cup games and things like that. I remember sitting in my seat at Ibrox and he was absolutely playing at his skin, and then but he just fell away. You don't want that to happen to the young boy Kelly, Me personally, I would give him a go on the bench and get him involved with the first team squad and see if we can get him involved at some point in the game. But unfortunately, we're all looking for success, and you've got to look at the players that's in front of him. So he's doing the pecking order. Playing the friendlies is different because a manager can bring 10 on in the first half and 10 on in the second half, outfield players. So unfortunately, we only allowed 18 players now See that the 22 that we had during the COVID curtails his chances of getting on the bench, mate. And it's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is just now. Anyway, let me cut across here. I think Wally's come in. Are you in, Wally?
Hi, Jim. How you doing? What did I tell you about wee Hadji? There you go again. First goal, taking it well.
He did, mate.
He got a bad injury. He definitely did. That boy clipped him. And what about that other swing at the end of a go at Batty?
Yeah, well, we were talking about that, Wally. We were thinking maybe there's going to be some retrospective punishment, but
we'll see. I think Beaton wasn't too bad today, because I'm not a great lover of that John Beaton. You know what I mean? He's never been as anything in the past, and he's been quite hard, you know, on yellow and red cards. But it was good to see that boy Lundstrom coming on, because he can put himself about.
Yeah. And
I think the reason that Gerrard did the start with him, he wanted to see how the game was going. I want to see him in against the Ace Boys and like say Aberdeen and even the Jam Tarts. Now that they're back, that's the kind of player that we've been missing. A bit of dig in the middle, not like a Terry Hurlock. But he's got a bit of skill, that boy.
I've been saying that all along.
I didn't know much about him, but I saw a boy done a kind of compilation on YouTube, and I tried to share it, like we are selling it on Facebook, but I couldn't share it. And the boy's got a bit of football. I think he had something like 18 or 19 yellow cards last season, because he can, you know, he's no fear to a tackle and he can put himself about. And we've been missing that in the middle of the park, because obviously with Jack being injured quite a lot, you know. Hopefully when he comes back he'll be 100%. But I delighted, as I said, 3-0. I thought the 4-0, 5-0 was just a bit much, and like say a hat trick for Sakala. I thought Sakala had no bad game, but he was a wee bit lost. But again, it's his first competitive game. But you can see the boy's a player. And as I say, if he does play along Alfie or even Roof, or Ritton for that matter, you know, he's going to get better. But to me, that Lundstrom's the signing of the season, Jim. What do you think yourself?
I think he's a decent player. I'd said that before. I mean, we'll be needing somebody in the middle for a bit of dig. And he seems to be the man, because, as I say, Offerbor and Jack were the players that I thought would take up that mantle. But unfortunately, it's not there for him now. So, yeah, I'll go along with Lundstrom any day, mate. I think he looks tidy in that midfield. A spoiler. He's somebody who's willing to fight for the ball in the midfield. We don't have that now. Yeah, we don't have that now. So if he's the man, then bring it on. And I think we're going to see a lot more of him in the coming weeks and months. No, but it's a good result. Good 3 points, 3 good goals.
It's a first game, you know what I mean? And obviously, as I said earlier, he's got to keep the fringe players kind of happy as well. He can't just, you know, as Albert, I think, was saying about, you don't want to give them any inclination of what's going to happen on Tuesday. It's a different thing. But again, he's got 2 squads. I mean, that's what the Brendan Rodgers one was supposed to do. He was brought in to the piggery to make them better in Europe. And he had a worse record than Lennon, when you think about it. You know what I mean? As I say, it's comedy gold. I just love it, Jim. The shite we've, excuse my French, but the crap we've had to put up with for the last 10, 11 years. And it's Dave King hit it in the head. They'll fucking collapse a back of cards. You know what I mean?
These sweary words, mate.
Sorry, mate. Sorry.
So, George for EK's in. How you doing, George?
All right, Todd. How you doing? Did you enjoy that?
Oh, it was good, mate. It was good.
Apart from playing a team of animals, I have to say.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, see that first tackle? I was a sending off. It wasn't even a tackle, as I say. Man, the guy just went in with his boots on, and his whole intention was to take Hadji out of the game. You know what I mean? Of course, Bridge calls him cheating, beating, man. The referee, we were getting nothing with that, and I'm talking about a yellow card, man. That was a red all day. And the end, man, what about that one? The end? Kicking back like that. I couldn't believe that, man. They just boots him, man. I'm surprised Bash never done him in. You know what I mean? I thought he heated them on the pitch.
It was assault. It wasn't even a tackle.
It was. I mean, let's see if they take any action, man. I'm dubious about that, and I'm talking about.
I don't hold my breath for that.
But seeing the first kind of 25 half an hour, I thought we were exceptional. I really did, man. Or the one touch passing that, man. And I thought Hadji's goal was a cracker. See where he took it. His left foot, he took it one movement, and his right foot bang right in the top bin. I thought it was a cracking goal. But I thought the best goal was Rice. I thought when Wright came on, I thought he was brilliant when he came on, actually, man.
He gave us a big spark. He gave us a spark.
And I'm trying to say, I know I'm never talking about that, the boy Kelly. I think CB Brown today, he did a stretcher daft.
Do you think so? They weren't holding back, George, that's for sure.
Well, they never do, did they?
No, that wee Sybil got an ears kicking in before they actually took him out.
I know. Before he went after a yellow card.
And you're sitting. I mean, the guy should have been booked. That Sybil should have been booked long before he actually got booked. You know what I mean? But he was Kamara was his own worst enemy because Kamara was trying to just prove to him how crap a player he was. He was trying to rip the pee right out of him. You know what I mean?
I know.
Because he sends him a dummy and he could have passed the ball, but he doesn't. He takes it back round to take one again. And he was allowing him to get to him and kick him. You know what I mean? So
I know.
He should have. He's a dirty wee rat. No, I mean, but he got a good ears kick. He got a good ears kicking in before they took him off.
That's that, man. Know what I mean? Try to ruin my players for Europe, man. Know what I mean? That's what that's all about, isn't it?
Well, see, like that, Jimmy. That's when Gerrard and our backroom team should really hammer the referee because we won comfortably. So it's not a case of making a complaint because the referee never gave us the benefit of the doubt or whatever. It was a decent enough game and he had a good game, but obviously between him and his linesman, but you can yourself, the linesman half the time they're blind, they don't see nothing.
I know.
Wait a minute, he's got Rangers there going, look him. You know
Beaton was right at the top here. He's seen it.
Aye.
So he, as far as he's concerned, the matter will have been dealt with. That's what they'll say. The matter's been dealt with. The referee dealt with and booked him. And probably nothing will happen, mate. You know, so well, we just need to go. We don't moan about it.
It was 3-0, but it should have been 4. Kamara shouldn't have missed that.
No.
I was a start, man.
Right, George, I was praying for a fourth to get in for Andy. Andy had the line on, you know what I mean?
I know.
And then see with Kamara missed that. It says Andy will tear your head off. You get Kamara, you know what I mean?
You have a line on that.
I know. And I'm saying, it was a shame. He should have got his line on. That's not right.
I know.
That was a guy in his class should just be tapping that in.
Exactly, man. He put it on the bar for there. What happened?
I know.
I thought Kane should have scored it off.
You know, that could have been a goal too. Remember
the that? Aye. I thought Kane should have scored it off. And he got shot in the box.
Mm-hmm.
I never had any power. I mean, it was on target. But by the way, I thought that goalkeeper had 2 or 3 good saves.
He did. He did that.
And the one with Rebo, that could have been a goal. But he managed to...
the one he had half the deck. Aye, and it's just bounced and he just managed to get his on you. It looked like it was an odd day, didn't it?
Best than ever. See, that's the difference with Rebo. He always surprises you. Remember, he put him back at left back a couple of times last season and he played well at left back.
I know. I was surprised today by how good he was. But you know.
Say again?
Mm-hmm. See, like in the first half and that, I thought I was surprised how good he actually was. I thought he was up to match sharpness.
And his feet are unbelievable. See that one that he scored, remember? Was that not against
Big spider legs.
And he beat about 4 of them in the box and he still scored.
Aye. I know, big spider legs.
Aye. Well, the boys definitely got it. Because that Charlton, they were going after nut.
When we go, I remember that. Lee Boyer.
Aye.
All in all, it's a happy day to be a Bear. You know, the football's back.
It is.
First of it.
All we need is your words, Singway, Jimmy, is the watery farts the days of turn.
Aye. Well, I think there's a good chance of that happening tonight, mate. But let's just us take care of ourselves. You know, we keep winning. They've got to keep winning. That's all we need to worry about.
Mate.
As we've said, you know, we would have been disappointed. We had 1-0 tonight, but it'd been 3 points.
Totally.
And I'm disappointed it was only 3-0. I just think in the middle of the second half we kind of capitulated.
We got sloppy, didn't we?
Aye. So I was looking for the 3 or 4 or 5, and we got to 3. You know, and they just ran out of legs. They didn't have a chucky what we were doing. So aye, all in all, it was a good day.
I'm happy Bear.
Aye, definitely. So
I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed we didn't bring Broxy Bear on in the goal.
At one point, McLaughlin was playing as a sweeper.
By the way, the way he controlled the ball.
Aye.
There's players can't control the ball as good as that. I says, fuck the hell, what about football?
He's excellent with his feet, isn't he?
Aye, excellent, man.
Aye, man, he was just playing as a sweeper, wasn't he?
Aye.
Maybe I'll play him as a sweeper on Tuesday.
I know.
That really will be a curveball.
Mark Noble, what team are you going to put against him on Tuesday?
Overall, you look at the amount of players that we've got out, guys, as I was saying earlier on, and that's a good result for us today. These are results years gone by that we've all said that last season we would fought the hurdle. And you got to remember, they were the first team last season that we dropped points against. That's away from home. We drew nothing each of them.
By the way, that's just created history today. First Rangers team to win 20 games at home.
All right.
Yep. The amount of goals we scored, not 60 goals or something.
Right, I never knew that, mate. There you go.
Aye, Clive Tulsey told us on the thing. I was like, oh, aye. Breaking records again.
It's nothing to do with football, Jimmy. Just somebody said when I saw it on Facebook. I've just finished converting my van to electric. I swapped a diesel engine for a motor for a tumble dryer. I wouldn't start it. I realised that I didn't shut the door. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry about that. No, listen a minute. That's what happened to Stardug.
Nobody's
his voice for long
nobody's heard hiding our hair, mate, so...
Say again?
Nobody's seen hiding our hair, we don't know where he is.
I hope he's alright. I know he phoned Clyde a couple of times, believe it or not.
I'd heard him on
your favourite programme last season. And remember the boy James for Drum Chapel and all?
Aye.
He disappeared and all off the face of the earth, but then he appeared again. Because I think he's got a wee lassie about 8 or 9 now.
Aye. So remember in Tuesday the games are 5 to 6 kickoff. There's a 5 to 6 kick-off. But back to this Tuesday, Wednesday. So it's next Tuesday is 5:55 kick-off, and then the following Wednesday or Tuesday, whenever it may be, it's 5 past 8.
It's weird that, isn't it? It's weird that, Sammy, isn't it? How we got half one the day and the rat catchers got half 7 at night. How was that all about? They get mass tonight or something?
I can't do
puddle drinkers, tell them, Jimmy.
The puddle drinking rats, you know. I'd rather get the afternoon game out their own that lets the Bears go and celebrate, you know.
Yeah, the feet up now.
Aye, just enjoy the day. You know, and if maybe you're looking for a bit of comedy television that starts at 8 o'clock at night. You know.
By the way, they're going to be under pressure.
I can't watch it, man.
Tynecastle's a hotbed for them, it always was.
Aye.
And the fact that they've only got half a team and nobody knows who they are and all that carry on. You know what I mean? And Robbie Nelson's one of us. Remember that? He's an ex-player.
He is that.
It'd be good to get back to Tynecastle.
One of us, I know.
Aye, he is, aye. He is.
I mean, didn't he act like you?
Aye, well.
So Garoonies all, who was your man of the match, Albert?
I would get to... Oh, it's a difficult one. Davis, come on to. I
stole my thunder, mate.
Wally?
Hadji for me,
stole my thunder.
Davis for you as well, George?
Well, I can't say that now, can I? Ken.
No, Ken wasn't bad in flashes. I thought Davis was actually quite quiet today, to be honest.
I thought Bassey was no bad, by the way.
Aye, Bassey was a good game.
Guys, wasn't he?
And Big Balogun done all right and all.
I did that, aye.
I don't think he could really fault him today.
Mine was Ryan Kent. I thought the first half going from wing to wing, I said that to Albert before we come on, he became unplayable at times.
Aye, he was brilliant.
He was brilliant.
Tell him that looks good. Come on.
His neck beard.
He looks like one of the Yasha people, doesn't he?
No.
See, maybe what it is he's that quick he can't stop to shave a half in front of a mirror.
Play nice.
Aye. But I say,
He's supposed
to have a girlfriend, but I don't know what colour her guide dog is.
I thought, especially the first half, I thought his play from left to right, switching play, and that's what I've said going forward. I'd like to see Sakala on the right Itton or Fred in the middle, and Ryan Kent in the left, and I think we'll destroy a lot of teams that way. You know, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but you think Patterson maybe merited a shout today?
Aye, I did. I thought we'd give him a wee cameo role, maybe for 5-10 minutes, and because his pace would have destroyed them and on. I'm talking about.
Aye.
But
Just
again, it's only experimental. You know, I mean, it's the first game. Calm down. And it's only Livingston. If it had been the Sheep or the Mankey Mob or whatever, it would have been a totally different team and different tactics. We've got the quality to beat any of that crap that's in that league. Let's face it. And let's hope we rub their noses in it big time this season.
Tav looked a wee bit off it at times, especially in the second half, so I'd have thought maybe a wee change. But that's the thing now, because of the 5 substitutes no there anymore. We'd be losing Hadji in the first 15-20 minutes, then you're down to 2 subs left for the rest of the 70 minutes. So it'd be nice to see Hingby again, but bringing Rufo in, that changed the game as well. And Lindstrom for me showed what the player that he can be in the middle. So that just bodes well for us going forward, guys. And it's good to see, you know, as I said before, the amount of players that we've got out and playing that game. We're going to look. You all know we've got Livingston here again. We'll Ross County twice. You know, teams like that who'll just come motherfuckers. They'll just come to spoil it, and it's up to us to break it down. And let's hope every one of them is a 3-0. Apart from the 29th. Apart from the 29th of August, I'm looking for a 7-1 that day.
8-1.
Aye. Be blooming
8-0.
Aye.
Well, definitely need to rub their noses in it the way we've had.
Aye. It's good to go. You know, I think we've just continued off where we left last season, guys. I think the momentum's still there for us. We showed that in the first 30 minutes of the game. The passing we've got, and so we know that we've got that there. As I say, but we're going to come up against these types of teams. When you're going to be playing teams like Hearts, who do like to come out and play, Hibs, they're going to want to come out and play. You're going to see a far more open game. And obviously the puddle drinkers and all there, though. Well, you never know what Skippy all day. He maybe shut the shop up. But, but no, it was a good 3 points. Good start to the season. Next Saturday, we play Dundee United away. So that on paper could be a hard game, but we just need to get about our business. But first, before that, we've got the European game on Tuesday night, and I'm looking forward to that, because Europe for us last season was a fantastic journey. But the last 3 seasons, Steven Gerrard's took us on an incredible journey in Europe. The Braga game and the Rapid Vienna, games like that, absolutely wonderful to watch.
Midtjylland.
Midtjylland, aye. Who are they?
Club team. That mob beat 7-3.
They're
a pub team.
They're a pub team, mate. But it was good to watch today, and really pleased. I managed to spot a couple of people that I knew in the crowd, and that they weren't in their usual.
Did you see Peter Pan? I mean, Oxford.
I was looking out for him, but I know he got a ticket, him and his boy, I think. And I know Mr. Fox was there, and the Bridgeman. They were there, so as far as I know, the Bridgeman.
Good on them, man.
I think the Bridgeman.
Are we in charge of the asylum? Them's all the grown-ups away.
Aye. Aye. Left
I hope to carry out. Somebody can hope to carry out.
Aye, so we left the weeds in the house. We're going to wreck it. It's an empty.
Get the buck out.
As far as I know, Bridgeman was in the club deck. Whatever way Rangers up, they weren't giving you your own season ticket. They were spreading you all over the place. So as far as I know, Skipper had said in the chat there, we'll need a block and tackle to get Bridgeman down for the club deck.
There's a list in there, Jimmy, for anybody that's, you know, either disabled or struggling. You don't have to go up that mad staircase.
Only been that once.
Aye, there is a lift up to the club deck.
I've been up there, man. I don't like it.
No, once I was up there. Once.
There was no atmosphere around. The only good thing is...
Nobody sings or none.
No.
You're not in terms of the pilots that come out of Glasgow Airport. You know what I mean? You're up that high. You know what I mean?
All in all, you know, it's many people I know managed to get a ticket either in the ballot or they acquired tickets through other sources, you know, which is good, you know. At least they didn't sell the tickets on for extortionate prices, which I've seen a few on Facebook. But I just hope that Rangers can get their names and deal with them accordingly. If you're going to sell your ticket, sell it on for the price you bought it for.
Face value.
Here, mate. Here.
No, but there was a few guys selling tickets for £60 to £100 so they people, if there is a restriction in the next game against the puddle drinkers, then they'll be the first ones greeting because they'll not get a ticket. That means that the oldies will be in here that day, all bearing us youngins away at the game.
I'll not be going to the game at Ibrox as Phil. As I said to you before, I'm not jumping through hoops for that boot anymore. I've jumped through enough hoops for that nonsense.
Let's hope the
Stop talking about hoops. In the rank show.
I know. Sorry, jump through circles.
Let's hope that the 10th of August is when we play Malmo at home, and allegedly we're supposed to be getting a full house that day. And then that would be it. It'd be brilliant because the guys today made the sound of 50,000 and they were absolutely brilliant, and it was good. And I like the way Rangers had put the crowd all about. They didn't just put them in wee pockets with big spaces. They spread them about well. It actually made the stadium look quite full at times. So I was pleased about that, and the noise they made was good. And it was good to hear Rail singing real Rangers songs instead of all that canned stuff. So really enjoyable day for us already. And another great win. So guys, we've just about reached that time. It's been an enjoyable day. I'm going to go to my first beer since last Saturday. I kid you not. So the first two will go down the neck and I'll even touch the sides. So as far as I know, next Monday, 8 o'clock till 10, it's Young GB and Port Bear are on. So that you got yourself in there and listen to the two guys. So I'd just like to thank you all again, Jamie for Coatbridge, Wally, George EK, and especially my good friend Albert for helping me today. And obviously Old School Blue in the background for the technicals. So I really enjoyed the day and I hope I'm getting an opportunity to do it again in the near future. So Rangers 3, Livingston 0, and
top of the league.
Top of the league. Can't whack it. And remember, the comedy show starts at 8 if you don't want to watch anything else. So that should be good. So I'm no doubt, as far as I know, we probably might have Oxyre back on Monday. If not, there may be someone else sitting in his seat. It may be me, it may be another, I don't know. But we will wait and see what happens. He's on a wee holly bags anew. So as I say, it was nice for him to ask me to come on and do the show with Albert. And I really enjoyed it. Enjoyed my day. And I can't wait. It was a good day, mate. We trooped on and we done well. So anyway, guys, without that, I'd just like to say big thank you to you all again. And as I was saying, is we are the people always. So if you want to take it away, Old School Blue. Thank you very much, guys, for your company.
All the best, mate. All the best.
Cheers, guys.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care.
You, my heart's on fire. Come to me wild and wide. Oh, you come to me. Give me everything that I need. Give me a lifetime of promises and a world of dreams. Speak a language of love like you know what it means. Oh, I can't be wrong. Take my heart and make it stronger. You're simply the best, better than all the rest, better than anyone I've ever met. Stuck on your heart. Baby, I would rather be dead. In your heart, I see the start of every night and every day. In your arms, I get lost and I get washed away. Just as long as I'm here in your arms, I could be in no better place. You're simply the best, better than all the rest, better than anyone I've ever made. Stuck on your heart, oh, I hang on every word you say. Tear us apart, baby, I would rather be dead. Each time you leave me, I start losing control. You're walking away with my heart and my soul. I can feel you even when I'm alone. Oh, baby, don't let go. You're the best, better than all the rest, better than anyone I've ever made. I'm stuck on your heart, oh, I hang on every word you say. Tear us apart, baby, I would rather be dead. Oh,